Welcome to the drum soloing section of the drumming system. Now, teaching people how to do a drum solo is probably one of my favorite topics. Now, the main reason for it is because we get a chance to express ourselves musically, maybe a little differently than we would when we play with a band, or when we're writing songs with our band, or when we're just practicing basic exercises. Now, drum soloing may not be for everybody, because I hear some drummers saying, I don't like to solo. It doesn't interest me. I'm hoping I can change your mind a little bit on that, because it gives you a chance to run to your drum set and work on something that is going to express your ability on the drum set. I think a lot of the reasons that a lot of drummers don't want to solo is because they simply do not know how. They don't know where to begin. They don't know what a drum solo is. A lot of the times, they've never even heard drummers play drum solos. So of course, if you don't have any ideas or any guess of what a drum solo is, how can you start practicing it? I know that Stewart Copeland once mentioned in Modern Drummer magazine that he never did any soloing and it didn't get him any further ahead than he did playing with the Police. And I've never heard Stewart play a solo, but when you listen to his playing, there's a lot of stuff in there that I actually use in drum solos. There are so many great drummers out there who we can take ideas from, even if they're not soloists. We can apply them to our everyday playing and start to create drum solos. But the first thing I would suggest doing is start listening to great drum soloists. Every genre of music has them, from jazz to blues to rock to heavy metal to progressive rock and so on and so on. Just to name a few, I could name a few hundred, but I'll just name a few. Some of the greatest drum soloists that I love to listen to: Buddy Rich, Gene Krupa, Max Roach, Tony Williams, Vinnie Colaiuta, Dave Weckl, Neil Peart, Dom Famularo, Terry Bozzio. The list goes on and on and on. Now you might say, well, you missed a few. You missed John Bonham and you missed Keith Moon. Well, maybe you're already starting to realize that there are some guys out there who do play solos, and there's so many great drummers who do that. If you ever go to a drum festival or watch any kind of footage of drum festivals, you'll notice that most guys come out and do some sort of blazing drum solo. Now, don't let that discourage you if you've never soloed before, because they had to start somewhere just like you. So what I want to show you is all the different ways that we can solo, how to construct a solo, what to do in a drum solo, what to not do in a drum solo, how we can make ourselves sound really cool on this instrument so that when it's just us playing, it's not just a basic drum beat or a basic fill or simply nothing. So let's get started with how to drum solo.